Have you ever pondered the spiritual warfare mentioned in the book of Daniel? It's a tale of power struggles and wars, not just in the physical realm, but also in the spiritual realm. The angelic message in the 11th chapter of the book of Daniel talks about battles on earth, specifically between the Persian and Macedonian empires. After the death of Alexander the Great of Macedonia, his empire was divided among his four generals: Cassander, who ruled Macedonia, Lysimachus in Asia Minor, Ptolemy in Egypt, and Seleucus in Syria. Driven by a strong desire for power and wealth, these leaders waged at least 5 major wars, as mentioned by the angel. The central figures throughout these wars were the king of the south and the king of the north, representing the rulers of Egypt and Syria respectively. These kings were not just two individuals, but represented the rulers of the south and north through different eras. Their relentless warfare was fueled not just by their desire for power, but also by the agitation of dark forces in the spiritual realm. The angel prophesied that a future northern king would act as he pleased, rising against the Holy Covenant, desecrating the sacred land and persecuting God's chosen people. This king would arrogantly worship idols, even attacking the God of gods, becoming a representation of the Antichrist. Despite his grandeur and his conquests, including lands of Edom, Moab, and Ammon, and even Egypt, this war-loving king meets his end in battle. On the surface, these conflicts may seem like a spectacle of nations clashing, but at their core, they are instances of human self-destruction. Regardless of the outcome, the ultimate beneficiary is the dark force behind it all. Through the visions of the prophet Daniel, we see that God communicates with humans using both multidimensional imagery and words. However, the importance of these visions is not in the images themselves, but in their interpretation. It seems that hearing God's message is more critical and easier to understand than just seeing the visions. This is why the Bible says, "So faith comes from hearing, and hearing through the word of Christ." Romans 10:17. The Bible also says, "In the last days, I will pour out my spirit on all people. Your sons and daughters will prophesy. Your young men will see visions. Your old men will dream dreams." Acts 2:17. Many believers today pursue these spiritual experiences, speaking in tongues, falling to the ground, and even dreaming of being raptured to heaven. However, the life experiences of the prophet Daniel show us that these spiritual experiences are not obtained by pursuit, but are given by God in specific periods for special reasons. Remember, God favors those who are humble, fear Him, and obey His word, like the prophet Daniel. As for the rich gifts, Jesus said, "But seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." Matthew 6:33. In conclusion, the book of Daniel offers profound insights into the spiritual warfare that influences earthly conflicts. Through understanding the power struggles between the kings of the north and south and their ultimate downfall, we're reminded of the transient nature of earthly power and the destructive influence of dark spiritual forces. However, the promise of divine communication and guidance to those who seek righteousness offers a beacon of hope amid the tumult of spiritual warfare.